It's as old as time. You had jesters for kings and queens. You had jesters. Yeah. You gotta have like that humor in life. You gotta have it. Even if you have tragedy, you gotta have humor too. It goes back, you know, as old as time. That people needed their emotions, you know, controlled or work with their emotions, make them feel you know, the peak of the excitement or like the different emotions, or the bottom of despair, or, and then funny and all this other comes in. So
the comedy allows us to feel those emotions.
Yeah. If you think about it, comedy's involved in all that. I mean, stand-up comedy, we partly do, but I just say the core of comedy of saying something funny, doing a funny reaction, a funny reply. That's the comedy I'm talking about. Like people like need and have needed since the beginning of time. They gravitate to because it's things that are relatable. It's things that like, wow, I thought my life was terrible, but after hearing your terrible life in a funny way, I feel a lot better about my life. And that's our jobs. Life is fucked up, but you could still find funny humor in it.
Nice.
To keep it going.
Like hope.
Yeah, hope. To keep hope alive. Don't waste yourself. Don't out yourself because you're like, my life is so bad. No, somebody's been through it. Go listen to this guy and what funny things he did to combat that. Going to jail, losing this, losing that. Because we're just people, like all people. We're trying to connect to our people through our experiences. So that's our job as comedians.
Man, that's the best take. That's the best take.
Thank you. That's because it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's just, I can't say it enough. It's something that people need, and we're the chosen ones to do it. Okay. The bucket of doom. the bucket that lets you know who has friends and who doesn't.
Oh,
because it's always rigged. It's always rigged.
Oh yeah, you know it.
You know.
Did you already know that?
That's many reasons why I go just to see like who's the best rigger of the bucket.
Did you find it out?
Huh?
Did you find it? Did you know that immediately?
You catch it. I'm a vet.
Oh,
I'm a vet, and I know the tricks of the trade already. So like when they're doing stuff like that, shit, my roommate wins again. I could just have one or 2 weeks of that, but after the third one, I'm like, all right, like what are we doing here? But I don't mind it because these guys bust their asses, their buddies, whatever, I always think those bucket things, you gotta say like goodbye to 7 spots.
Tino is from Panama.
Yes, Panama. Colón, Panama.
¿Hablas español?
Sí, muchísimo. Hablo más español que en inglés.
Do you prefer Latina ladies or white ladies?
Man. I've been to jail for Latina ladies, so I say Latinas.
That sounds juicy.
Yeah, they're worth it. The mamacitas. I mean, that's my,
But you went to jail?
Isn't everybody?
It's a true story? Do you want to get into it?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I have been to jail because, I was a young black man in America.
Oh.
Next question. No.
That's juicy. We can get into it later.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up? So you came to America when you were 20?
No. I came when I was 14, 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You remember your life in Panama?
Oh, yeah, poor. We had no running water, you had to go get the buckets and run the buckets, bring the buckets back, take your shower, have water for you, grandma,
Oh, wow.
for the tea, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I come from those humble beginnings.
How about the rest of your family? Do you have family here now?
Oh, yeah. Like, they've gotten better, the family, because some of them came to America,
Oh, I see.
They put money back out there, like the same old story. And so the family kind of prospered a little bit. So, but like, not everyone, there's rich families or families that are well off, and there's poor families. I wasn't a poor. Huh?
How did you decide to move to America?
Well, it was my mother. My mother decided to bring all her kids.
Ah.
But she came first to like, she got a job, working in the factories
Wow.
and build enough money to get her kids over. First, she went back to my sister, my older sister, and then she went back for me and my two other sisters. So there's four of us.
They're all here
They're all here now, yeah.
in New York.
No, Florida. Well, one is in New York, one is in Atlanta.
Ah.
Everybody just goes their separate ways.
Do you keep in touch?
Yeah. We love each other.
Nice.
Because we remember where we came from and like not having nothing. I mean, it's tough because like all family, there's like maybe bad feelings from growing up. Like, you were the favorite. No, you were. Stuff like that. But we love each other. We do anything for each other.
Were you the favorite?
I don't think I was. I mean, my siblings.
So you hated on somebody else.
Huh?
Yeah. You hated somebody else.
No. Because that's something you can't say like, well, yes, I was the favorite. My brothers and sisters was the shit. My mother just loved me. Next question. Now, it's tough to like just own it. I mean, it's a feeling, I feel like my mother loves me more than all those other bums. No pun intended. But like, yeah, I just feel like, if you was to ask her heartstring, I think it would be me. Because she watched me.
Oh, wow.
She watched me chase my dream and,
Yeah.
just have a good heart, but yet not fulfill what I'm trying to get done. So, mothers feel it. They're like, shit, I wish it would have happened to him already. Because she's helped me in every possible way. So.
Did she support your comedy?
Not my comedy. She supports me doing it as a hobby,
Oh, nice.
But not as like,
Oh, yeah, me too.
as a source of income. Did you have a joke like that? No? Because, I remember like a comedian saying, like, oh, it's just a hobby. I forgot, who said it. It was an Asian guy. No offense. But I
know, everybody says that, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so, kudos to you. It hit me in the soul. I'm like, my mother, too, says call it a hobby. But I'm all in. I got to make money with it, Ma. I got to.
Well, there's people doing it, like Matt Rife.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Rife. That's where the money's at these days?
So I ran into Tino. So how did you get into comedy? Did you?
Well, I wasn't a student of it.
Yeah.
It was pretty much my cousin. After his wedding,
Yeah.
I got high and I filmed
Yeah.
I recorded like the family and all the stuff, everything that was going on in a funny way, and he was like, "You gotta do comedy.
Oh wow.
You gotta do comedy."
How old were you?
Shit. How old was I? In my 30s.
Ah.
In my 30s. I started when I was 33 doing
Ah.
comedy. So I'm a late bloomer. That's what I'm saying. I had no idea. I was a dad just trying to, raise his family. I was a regular guy. I had no aspirations to be,
I didn't know you had kids. I didn't know you.
Oh, yeah. I got 3 children.
Where are they?
Here we go again. Florida, Pennsylvania.
Man, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, yeah. Everyone goes away for some reason. Everyone goes away. That's how much we love each other. Long distance love.
I see.
Yeah.
So you started at Boston Comedy Club?
I did.
Oh.
I did. That was my bringer. That's where those guys that I was telling you.
Yeah.
Alan Wells and what's the name?
Ed Helms?
Ed Helms.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys were sweethearts. Till I invited them to a bringer show for me. They're like, Tino, go look at your comedy career. All right, that's because they started making movies. I'm like, you can't come back and watch me. I got better.
Oh no,
Mr. Ed Helms.
That's sad.
Yeah. You don't know. You're thinking like, remember we used to have a good time? I used to kill at your shows, and I was just like my first time in. Yeah, I used to kill it on the shows there.
Nice.
I was so different.
Yeah.
So I started doing comedy like my first 7 shows, bringer shows. Yeah, because it was going well. I was an idiot. I was like just.
What were you eating?
I was doing stuff that was just weird because I didn't know about like talking. Being from another country, I wasn't raised watching comedy and how the thing works. So, so I basically had to figure it out, on the go. Because I would just come up as like characters. Like this week, I'm a porno star. And I used to do that, like go on stage with pants that come off.
Oh.
Sure, yeah, and then it'll be like a thong,
Oh,
a pink thong, just going, a porno star, woo, and just have fun
prop
with it,
comedy.
huh?
Kind of like
Yeah. Because
That's awesome.
I didn't know what prop was.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just get up there, put on a hat, and I go, hey, hibaro, hey, da, 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 da. So it was various levels of like just.
That's awesome.
Huh?
That's awesome.
It was so great those first 7 shows, but then they come that night where like that magic is not there, and you need jokes, and I didn't have any.
But you have jokes.
Huh?
You have jokes.
Now, but I'm talking about like 20
see.
years back, like just starting out, not knowing that I had to talk.
I see.
Yeah, I didn't know I had to talk, so I was a prop comic by default because I didn't know.
I see.
I didn't know. Like I'm a physical guy. You know. You see how easy it was for me to become the bum because it was like, hey, physicality, yeah, do this craziness.
Yeah.
So so that's what it was. I had to dial it back and learn to talk because talking is the name of this game, you know.
Yeah.
Unless that's you and you're like a Gallagher and you break watermelons and do stuff, you know, that are like, oh, that's what he does. But I have stories that I want to share, you know. So I had to develop the art of talking to people and communicating.
Did you just learn by yourself, or did you learn from somebody else?
Did I have to learn that by myself?
Like set up punchline, storytelling.
Well, when I first, because there was a day that I was like, oh boy, this style is not working. I was like with a dildo in my pants and an underwear with boots on, like high heel boots. No jokes. And that's when I'm like, what am I going to do next? And then I signed up with at a comedy class with Buddy Flip. Well, it wasn't a comedy class. It was like, I used to work at the New York Comedy Club.
Oh, dang.
And then he would have a class. They're like, Tino, why don't you sit in there? And then I just sat there and put together words. And like,
what was his name? What was his name?
Buddy Flip.
Oh, Buddy Flip?
Buddy Flip, yeah.
Was Dustin there too? Didn't Dustin manage New York Comedy Club?
Yeah, but he had the Greenwich Village. This was like the early days of New York Comedy Club.
Oh,
2002, 2003.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So that was before Dustin.
Was he the owner? Buddy Flip?
Huh?
Buddy Flip was the
No,
owner?
he was the manager. He used to manage like various days a week there, and we became the best of buds.
Oh.
You know, I used to call him Black Buddy because he used to hang out with me so much that some black habits developed. But I love the guy. To have like a vet throwing tags at you, it's just like, wow, it's awesome, yeah.
2002, 2003. Did you see like some of the famous people come up, like Kevin Hart? Didn't he come to New York?
At that time, well, they used to come like I saw him at that club.
Really?
But I wasn't on to the point that I'm like, well, he went up and then I went up. And I was just kind of like mop the floor, then you get on the show at some point.
Oh, really?
But he wasn't. He wasn't like. He didn't used to go there a lot. And during my time, because he already like blew up, kind of sort of, you know. So he was just staying at like.
Oh, he was already blown up.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. He had a special already. So. Yeah, but I respect those guys that hustle and make it somewhere in there because you realize it's not easy and it's not for everyone to like everything to be lined up for it to work for you. Yeah, you know. So I don't hate. I just appreciate and just hope that it can happen for me.
Yeah. Tino, you were doing stand-up for a long time before all of this.
You sound like my mother. No, sorry. You sound like so long and nothing is happening. Sorry.
Before the content stuff blew up.
Oh, yeah. I was. And it was kind of one of those weird things where comedy was going good because I'm just like, you know, this is it, fuck it. I'm going to work at the club. Even Al Martin, like, may he rest in peace, he offered me an opportunity to run 3 of his clubs in New York City.
Oh, my God.
So, And unfortunately, I was one, what do you call that, restaurant, what do you call that, the test that you got to take, the food service test.
Oh, the serve.
I was one step away from like being the manager Greenwich. I mean, what is that? The Greenwich Comedy Club, Broadway.
Oh, you mean like Dustin?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like Dustin.
Oh wow.
I was gonna be the new Dustin.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I never ceased because those guys that were managers that we call managers.
Yeah.
That I call managers back. They advised me to quit that job because I could make a lot more money in a lot less time because I was the shit. I'm popular, but that only works if people are like legitimately working and doing what's not taking advantage, you know. And of course, when you're starting out, you feel like you're being taken advantage because I would do so many skits for these guys that's all the money. So it starts from that. I mean, you should be appreciative, like, oh, maybe we'll grow, whatever. But like, when you're getting abused and shortened with the money, it does something to you. It makes you kind of lose the. So what am I doing this for? You know, I could be broke all by myself. You know, and that's where it started, just doing the videos. And yeah, you gotta take it to the next level now. You know, they feel they made me, but I'm like, wait a minute, I've been doing everything I've been doing. I've been playing the bum even before I was doing it. You know, because all my friends would be like, you play the bum, because I was always older. I'm in a young man game. I started this game when I was in my 30s, so I was already the old guy. As soon as the gray hair started popping out, they're like, you're going to be the bum.
Yeah.
You're going to be the bum. You're going to play the bum, and you're going to bum. So, and that was like early on with Alex Carabaño and a few people. Then I started doing the influencer, and it came back to bum. I started as a sugar daddy, like working with girls that wanted me to like.
Sounds familiar.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was up to me, if I would have got like blew up off of being a sugar daddy, I would have taken that. You know? But unfortunately, it led into the role because like comedy, you have to commit, you have to like sacrifice, you have to like kind of like not do it for the money because you're doing it for bigger things and hopefully the money goes. So that's why I did out there. I didn't do it for the money, and then it was like I looked around, I'm like, wow, I don't have money. And I'm like, all right, I did it. I'm not a household name, but people know who I am.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk in New York without not being recognized, so I decided to come to Hollywood and see if I could do the same here.
And you have a huge following.
Yeah. I gotta, I should have a lot more, on my pages, but I get violations a lot because of my content. The butt crack, these nice titties that they hate. So they hate on my titties. Yeah.
It's not really a violation.
Yeah, but they could pick and choose when they do it. Because I'm like, guys, I've been doing it for 5 years. You guys still violating me? And when you get violated, it keeps you from getting more followers.
Yeah.
So I've been stuck on stupid for 1 or 2 years. So, but if I don't get another follower, I had a great run.
Yeah.
I love everything that came from the bum. You know what I mean? I got reality shows.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got reality show off of that. I got to be on MTV Ridiculous now. I did some other reality shows, Fish Tank.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing what you call that, a documentary about my life. So I'm like, you know what? It was good. It was good. I can't say like that bum run was bad.
Bum run. It's over now though. You're not gonna. You're not gonna.
Well, not like that. It has to be like I'm out here mainly to act, and if I land Homeless Road, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly here to like do other things and show my other side of the other side, showcase my other talents.
That's cool.
Writing, comedy, acting.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll happen.
Well, sorry to hear that because I was going to ask you some questions. Like, why do you think it like became so popular?
Why?
Because there's so many people that are trying to.
Yeah, and they're trying to do it. Careful, guys. You can't. You can't.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you love it, it's gonna happen for you. People can tell the love that I have for the people.
Oh, nice.
Because they they know maybe there's no money in there for me. Mm-hmm. So they pull for a guy like me. I mean, everyone has haters, but I think deep down they pull for me, for the old guy to that resorted to becoming the people that are down and out on their luck for their lives, and decided to make that something fun and put a different light on it. That is negative. So I was able to do that. Hopefully, I mean, not for everyone. Because people are like, you're making fun of people that are. I'm like, I'm not making fun because that's me. Even currently, I'm living at a shelter. Like, what is it fake? Because I'm telling you, and I have the sense to like break it down. Is that why? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's like I can't use the N word even though I'm an N word. It's weird. So.
Hey, why can't you use that?
No, I was just making a comparison. Like, people don't want me to like talk about like people that are homeless or people that are bums or whatever. They're like, you're making fun of them, them people. And I'm trying to tell them, I'm them people.
Right.
I'm them people. So, yeah, it's the constant struggle.
Oh, I see.
You get it? So I was saying, like, me being a black guy and not being able to use that. Right. Like, hey, wait a minute. I've earned every right to use and talk about bump stuff. So.
Did people think that you were doing a character?
They thought I was like
being a fake person.
Yeah, being a fake person. Just because they'll catch me with a shirt on occasion, they're like, "See, his life is great. His life is amazing." And I'm like, "All right, find this amazing life. Right? Find the sweet. You didn't find me a beautiful place like this." I was like, "Catch me." But they can't catch me or nothing. Because everything goes back to like, that was some broke shit you just did there. That was some broke shit that someone who's, that's down in their luck would do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sacrifice your life, train track, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Things that you don't want to do, but you're looking for that cloud, that thing that would be like, all right, this guy's great, let's, which is slowly happening for me, but not you know what I mean? It's like what I decided to do with that. I kind of reaped some benefits off it.
You were doing some crazy stunts.
Oh yes.
Fall off for like a parade.
Fall off for a parade. Subway track chasing down trains.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Fights and stuff. Right?
Fights, big fights. Wrestling, things that would have took down any other older guy. They have the passion for it.
Did you get injured?
Of course.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Well, not injured in the sense like I was out for a few weeks or anything like that. Injured like, I'm going to feel that one. I'm going to feel that one for a week at least. Oh, it takes me a week to like when I got thrown onto the subway track, it took me like a week to heal.
Oh, no.
Like properly because, the fingers, everything, got damaged. But I healed quickly and I'm ready to go again because I love doing it. And that's the rush. And once you go to a certain level, you just try to push yourself. Oh. Like I used to just run on the track, do this, I jump to the track. But then it was like, get on the back of the train and ride and do this, So it became, just added to the repertoire, okay? Like superhero. Okay, I did, now do that. And then, like, utility belt. Now wear a blanket, no, so. Because you want to keep it fresh for yourself also.
Yeah.
Because, So I've been able to still do it whenever I need to do it, Just do it, So.
Did you blow up on YouTube first or Instagram?
Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah, Instagram because that's the first thing that put me on MTV.
Wow.
Ridiculousness. That was the first one.
Mm. And TikTok as well, right?
Oh yeah, TikTok, yes. TikTok. I mean, I've not been able to monetize with these things because community guidelines violations, but the videos do very well.
For what? Nudity?
It varies things. Because also my stunts are like risque and they're not trying to encourage kids to do things like that.
I see.
So, so I get it, but I'm like, damn it, guys. They're going to get it anyway. They get it from the movie.
Yeah.
Why come down on me?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing something that kids could potentially do. But the little guy that can't fight always, gets it in the ass, So, all right. But as long as I stay acting and just stay motivated with what I love to do, everything's going to be all right. Because, nothing is a guarantee. You might as well enjoy doing what you're doing while you're doing it. Because if it's gonna suck, at least enjoy certain parts of it. It can't just suck all the way through.
Yeah.
You know, the sacrifice is gonna suck. Let the art that you're doing, let that be enjoyed. Because that's all you got at the end of the day. You know? So that's what I would recommend people, like, enjoy doing it. Let it be something that you enjoy doing and going and do. You know, just like I'm here, I like talking and telling my stories. So I go where I can talk and tell my story, and no matter what, you know, no matter what. And yeah, so hopefully that you know, that turns into something for me. Financial compensation would be the ideal one, but I would say, that's it. For my mother. It's no longer for me, it's for my mother. She's about to die, and I'd love to go like, ¿sí? Cállate la boca, mira todo este dinero, cállate. You know, that's my dream. Before she dies, because, you know.
Is she in Florida?
No, she's in New York. I just saw her this past
nice.
weekend. You know? Yeah, the reminders of why I'm a comedian were in effect again. Yeah, this functionality, we just can't stay loving. The argument, and not towards me. It was like whoever's there kind of ruining the vibe, which I don't do. You know, I took her food stamps. You know, I took her my EBT, packed the fridge with food because I love my mother. You know what I mean? And she's done for me, so I would do anything for her, and especially to give her peace. But not every. And like I said, I don't know if they just like to bother her or steer her because they feel like, she's just gonna love him. You know, so I guess they do things to like, I don't know, perturb her to like, I hate everyone, now I'm cranky, and before I know it, like everyone's getting that energy.
Oh,
you know?
no.
So, yeah. So I try to, because I already have something down. She doesn't like that I smoke, pot. So I always got to keep my distance and stuff like that and just be mindful. So that's my only strike with her, that I've been smoking pot over 20 years. So, nobody's perfect. But, yeah. But,
I think pot's fine.
Huh?
I think pot's fine.
Yeah, but, she's a West Indian woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like, my story is, like...
West Indian?
Yeah, because we're from Panama, but to build the Panama Canal, they were sending for West Indies people, like Jamaicans, Haitians,
right.
or whatever. So we came to Panama, and she's first generation Panamanian, which means like, yeah,
like Rihanna.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that come from that whole movement of.
Were you friends with TJ Shokin? He's from Haiti.
Oh, yeah, TJ. Yeah. That's one of my babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, TJ. Yeah, I love TJ. Yeah, he's touring. He's doing like
Europe or something.
Yeah, he's that's like crazy. That's when like, wow, there's certain comedians that like figure that road stuff out. Like,
yeah.
I know how to be on the road. Well, he has an agent, of course, but
he does.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. Once you got someone that believes in you, and you yourself know what you're doing and put things in place, nothing more beautiful.
That's awesome.
So congrats to him, because I saw him day one of doing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotten way more further than I've been. And comedy does that. It takes you on different roads.
Yeah.
So some might solidify the road gigs, some might solidify acting, some might solidify club, being a club comic. You don't know, but you're happy for when comics find their niche, their road, where they're, nothing better for me to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris DeStefano. Like, there's a lot of guys that used to be at my open mics.
Yeah.
At Barty too, that, like, I see them now, and I'm like, wow, I feel a little bit of pride. Like, look at these guys. Look what they're doing. A little hate too, but I'm like, for the most part, I feel good.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're fulfilling their dream. Michael Che been to my open mic. Michael Che.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like twice. He blew up so fast that I couldn't, like...
Oh, really?
Yeah. And DeStefano, Pete Davidson.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's dating... Is he still dating Ariana Grande now?
Huh?
Is he still dating Ariana Grande?
No. Yeah, it was before that. It was many years before that, but that kid was on his way.
Do you know where did you used to host? Because I was there.
Bar 82.
Oh yeah.
Bar 82 in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do like two, like if you stay, you could do 2 rounds. So that was my big
Sounds
thing.
familiar.
Yeah, because I didn't used to go out just to listen to them. Like, all right, take a round, come again. Because it was in the back, so the ownership didn't give a shit. And me, I'm like, I was in love with comedy and comedians. So I would just stay there, do 2 rounds.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I used to have EBT back in the day, so I would just put fruits, candy, like food to eat. Hang out, guys. We're here. And being that the older guy, I had to take that leadership role of like, all right, young people, we're gonna eat and we're gonna.
Being nice.
Huh?
I remember it being nice.
Yeah. It was nice. It was welcoming. That's why.
Yeah.
Petey de Abreu. There's a lot of names that I'm probably not saying that came through there and supported me, supported my mic for years.
Oh,
Suba Agua,
yeah.
oh man, Dan.
Then Paraffin.
Dan Paraffin, but it was another Dan. He does a series that really blew him up on Dan Perlman. Dan Perlman. Oh yeah, he's pretty awesome. Yeah, he's guys that just found a thing to do on whatever channel, and they maintained it for like a few seasons.
Oh shit.
So big ups to them people. It was an honor to be their open mic host, and they deserve everything they got because I saw them there busting their asses. I saw them there sitting in front waiting for me to open the door.
Yeah.
I saw them there wanted to be
Was it East Village?
That was East Village.
Yeah.
It's actually You know where St. Mark's Comedy Club is at? Right down the block from there,
Oh,
2nd
shit.
Avenue. They used to be at BBQ's right on the corner. I was right next to the BBQ.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
It was like a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. It was, going on easily 10, 12 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny story. When I first saw Tino here in LA, I didn't recognize him. But then a couple of weeks later, I realized that it was Tino that I had seen back in like 2012. So Tino had already recognized me, which is weird because it was literally 12 years ago.
Yeah. No. You never forget who's on your stage. You have one job to see there's people's stories and all right, and just connect them.
Ah, nice.
Just connect them. Yeah.
Were you friends with some of the other open mic people? I remember just names
some names: Cyrus McQueen, Brian Grassi.
Brian Grassi.
Yeah, Brian Grassi. He was a big regular. I even used to co-produce with him. With Brian Grassi.
Yeah.
Some of the names of the people that are there.
Chris Murphy.
Chris Murphy. That's
friends?
Huh?
At Broadway.
Yeah. He's like the main host.
Yeah.
So, and he also had a class that I sat in. I sat in one of his classes.
Chris is awesome.
Yeah, because I would work at the New York Comedy Club, so I would just get free comedy classes from whoever wanted to start a class. Because I was a filler of seat. They never charged me or anything. I was just that guy. We only have 2. We need one more. So after you finish mopping, come up here and sit down for 2 hours. And you know what? I didn't mind after a while. Cause I'm like, you know what? It's a spot. Then I'm gonna get to go up later with these guys because they want to see the jokes work.
Yeah.
So it was stage time at the class and stage time during the show to gauge the jokes. So
nice.
I think we're winning here. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept doing that and going to their classes.
It sounds like you're quite a staple in the scene.
Well, I am, but it's one of those like an urban legend. You remember, it's not they're like, oh, remember his special on this and that? It's not gonna be from that. It's gonna be from just he was a good guy that gave everybody a chance and just kept working and try to find his niche.
Do you remember Pete Burdett?
Of course, Pete. Pete is getting a lot of acting work now.
Oh, no way.
Pete is getting a lot of acting
That's crazy.
work. Yeah, yeah.
Or like what, reality stuff or?
No, just as a character, like a
Oh,
restaurant
really?
character. Yeah, we're friends, so I always see like, oh shit, he landed something else.
Oh,
he landed
that's
something else.
crazy.
Yeah, he's working
Wow.
with. Yeah, he's becoming a busy actor comedian,
Holy crap!
and he hustles his ass off.
Wow.
So kudos to Pete with that. What's this? Well, comedy Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the guy. Came on and just does his thing. Winter's out there barking,
That's
just
crazy.
packing every place up out there. He used to get bodies in it. Whatever show that was down McDougal,
Yeah.
he would just have a hand in it. So
Man.
kudos to him. Yeah, they did a piece about him on the New York Times.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because everybody from the cellar knew him. Everybody like, all the big comedians.
Yeah.
Knew who he was.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
so
crazy how
it's
that
nice to know a guy like that.
Yeah.
When you're doing it, you're like, yeah, he's bust his ass and people know him and love him.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I did ask you before the video started about Eric Andre, which was one of my heroes, by the way.
oh really?
Tino met him recently.
Yes, I did.
How was that?
That was amazing, man. Because it's like I'm a wild guy.
Yeah.
But when you meet your wild match. I met my
wow.
wild match because that dude. I mean, yeah, his mind is just out there.
Crazy.
So just to see him just out there, he's hosting it, so he's more like, you guys do the crazy shit. Now,
Was it like a prank show?
Hmm?
It was like a prank
It
show?
was his birthday party.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I was playing one of his what do you call it? Cult members for his birthday party. But we'll do crazy stuff for him. I pissed in the river for him, so that was my giving back.
Did you get paid?
Yes, I got paid.
Like,
Yeah.
well?
Huh?
Well?
Well, I mean, I got paid what I wanted, but
Oh, nice.
I didn't. When you want to just work with a guy, and you're like,
Oh, nice.
forget that guy.
Yeah.
Just get me to the, like, let me work with him.
Yeah.
Because not many can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I want to be one of those few.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I'm like, we're not like friends or anything. It's just like, I'm a fan of his.
Yeah.
So it's like to work with someone that you respect. And
I think he actually started out in New York.
yeah, he did.
He
He
did?
did.
Did
I
you see
saw
on-
him once at
Oh,
a
damn.
show, horrified him, and never saw him again. Because the good ones just stay on that left lane, and before you know it, they're fucking
Oh,
gone.
wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So he was one of those. I remember doing a joke in front of him, where like I broke a Puerto Rican flag, and I remember his look like, yeah, and then I just continued to bomb. But yeah, because I didn't know, because it was like a Puerto Rican Day parade. I was tired of the honking and all that stuff. So I'm thinking it would be funny if like these people are probably frustrated like me with the traffic and all
I
that.
see.
It'll be funny if I go in there like, hey, Puerto Rican parade, right? Yeah. No, I'm tired of this shit. And when I broke that, silence throughout the room.
That's funny.
Yeah. I didn't do flag burning, I did flag breaking.
Yeah.
And it was enough of a thing that people were like, the shock, like people got up and left a little bit. So, but hey.
But the last time you got up at the Hollywood Improv, you didn't bomb at all. You were doing really good one-liners and two-liners.
Oh, thank you. Like those are new to my repertoire. Like 2 years old.
Nice.
Like I've been punting for 2 years, so like now I'm just getting kind of comfortable and knowing which ones work, which ones I'm gonna finding the flows of the set. So thank you, because
They must know who you are, right?
who the
Hollywood Improv people, yeah.
They know. I mean, I haven't approached them about anything just because being that I have a curfew.
Yeah.
I can't like. All right, I'm gonna come watch a show, and
Yeah.
that's why I just go to the mic and just try to get as comfortable as I can.
Nice.
And then when I start coming out and hanging out, I'll probably go, hey, we want you. I mean, I'll do the door, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting, because I do get good responses from.
Yeah.
When I get to perform, I get good responses from
Nice.
the one-liner. But it's just being that it's a lottery, so it's like you're not guaranteed when it's going to happen. So
Yeah, the buckets are...
yeah, the bucket, the dreaded bucket. The bucket of doom. The bucket that lets you know who has friends and who doesn't.
Oh,
Because
man.
it's always rigged. It's always rigged.
Oh yeah, you know it.
You
Did you already know
that's
that?
That's mainly the reason why I go, just to see like who's the best rigger of the bucket.
Did you find it out?
Huh?
Did you find it? Did you know that immediately?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you catch it. I'm a vet.
Oh, it
I'm
took
a
me a
vet,
while.
and I know the tricks of the trade
Oh, wow.
already. So like when they're doing stuff like that, shit, my roommate wins again. I could just have one or 2 weeks of that, but after the third one, I'm like, all right, like what are we doing here? But I don't mind it because these guys bust their asses, their buddies, whatever, you know. I always think those bucket things, you gotta say like goodbye to 7 spots. Rig and club, there you go. Let's just eat up the next 13 that they have.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, between like club having to pay, like give like spots to their employees or people that they think are cool, that's like 3 or 4 spots during the course of a night. And then, you know, and then it'll be like stop bys or no, it'll be like the people that pull it out, the riggers. Yeah, the rigging, the bucket people.
Yeah.
You know? And it's true, I don't complain. I mean, you know, it's like the game. Because I love when they go, Billy Myra for the 17th week in a row. This is the luckiest bucket guy in the history of buckets. Give it up for him, guys. And then he comes up there and insults the room. You guys are all losers. You didn't make the bucket. Yeah, because we didn't rig it, you fuck. If you could rig it, shit, I'll have fucking 5 weeks in a row.
That's funny too.
Huh?
That's funny.
You
should do this on Instagram. If you do this on Instagram, I assure you, it'll get really positive response.
Well, I'm just here new. I'm just holding on to a lot because, you know, I want to make friends. You can't just come to a new town and like, hey, fuck that guy that gets up every week. Fuck that guy.
You should totally say that though.
Huh?
Oh man, it's funny. You should do it in the middle of the mic.
Yeah, I should do it. You know, I was thinking about it. I was gonna waste one of my spots, but I'm just like, I want to get a spot from the show before I shit on him. Yeah. But being that he shits on us every week, it makes us feel bad about like, I'm sorry for chasing my dreams, okay, Billy? I'm sorry. But he needles us at the end of when he goes up. He needles us.
Oh.
He knows we want to be up there. You know?
Oh yeah.
You guys have been a terrible audience. A terrible audience to yourselves. It's over. Okay?
It's a pretty good impression.
It's been 6 months of it.
Oh, nice.
Were
you going for a while?
No, the 6 months of watching the Billy.
Oh, but were you going like after week after week?
Me, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you don't get up every time. You know, it's a bucket.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't go every week.
No, I've been there long enough because I don't have a life, I don't have a job, I don't have anything. So I go there just to like network and meet new people. Yeah. Potentially got shows, because I've gotten shows off of just hanging out there. But, you know, so the process that you have to see the same people and see the game of the rig game.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't like me very much either, if that makes you feel any better. I don't think they like...
No, it's not about likability. It's just about like they got their people.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't try to crack. Don't try to crack that lineup of people that are the game that get the scraps of leftovers.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's weird.
I just want to be one. That's all. I want to be one of them. Yeah. Because these clubs, unless you're hysterical, you know, they make it tough to be like a regular on their lineup. So, but you know. I hope in due time I'll be able to put these jokes together to the point that I won't be dying. Yeah. You know? And I'll be hanging out there and like, really?
But have you made friends now? In LA?
In LA?
Do you like anybody? Get along with anybody?
I can't say that I have because I give it a try. Yeah. But people out here, because of the grind and what LA does to you, the Hollywood, the chains, it fucks a lot of people's head up. You know? So I've had to deal with people that I knew from New York that I'm like, hey, I'm here, whatever, we'll hang out, whatever. But then they turn out to have like alcohol problems, drug problems, just things that you could tell are like keep them from prospering
That's crazy.
in the field that they love. Yeah, I've seen it. Alcohol, drugs, and they can't get out of it. They can't get out of it.
That's sad.
And I've had to make decisions like, hey man, if you're not acting or doing comedy, it's tough for me to hang with you and go and see this side of you that I'm healthy for me.
Yeah.
And I try to break it down to them, and a lot of times they don't want me to address these things, but I'm like, I'm a friend. I'm not here to. I'm a friend and I'm old. You're gonna get the truth from me. You know what I mean? So, because it's all for the best of you and me myself. Because to see the demise of a friend or someone that you care for, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. I could just joke about it for so long, but then it's like, wow, they must be suffering. And I'm like, as a friend, I try to help you with that. So, and just hope for the best for everyone. So, yeah.
Anybody? How about like the?
What is that?
But that's a good point though. Like everybody gets a little bit messed up in the head in LA.
Yeah.
Very like stuck in. Like you have to know.
Yeah.
Even the non-comedians.
Yeah. You gotta know what you're getting into because you don't know what's happened to them, what road they took to get them to whatever level. Unless they're successful, they're like, dude, do me. But if anyone is struggling with an addiction, I think you gotta whoa, because the things they'll do to maintain the habit, or be defensive about it, or whatever factor it is, you gotta stay clear of it. So I've had to let some people that go. And I look like this. I'm desperate for friends, but you can just.
I didn't know that.
I don't have no friends here.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I literally just came with myself, and I knew one other comedian from New York, Del Harrison.
I don't know.
Yeah, the black female comic. She let me stay at her place for
nice.
a month to figure things out. That's when I was able to figure out, okay, I can come back and stay at the shelter for the military.
Yeah.
So which is what I'm doing now.
It's for the military.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what that badge is for.
I see.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. I mean, I didn't enlist for long, but I was definitely Navy.
Yeah.
Served this whole country, so I'm trying to reap my benefits now that I haven't tapped into. But I've just been working. Even after that, I never tried to get any handouts or anything. I still was under the I'm going to be rich and famous doing this. But now I'm like, you know what? Let's be a little more real. This rich and especially the rich part, the fame, okay, it happened to a certain extent, but that rich part might be tougher than what I think. So I might as well just get ready and find cheap rent because the rent will be really cheap once I get this voucher.
Nice.
Maybe $60 to live in LA, which I welcome.
Wow.
Because I've struggled with paying rent, so I welcome some cheap rent like that.
I struggle with it too.
Yeah, there's an epidemic, bro.
I'm gonna get kicked out of this place.
Oh shit! Oh no! All right, guys, our last podcast.
I have one question. It sounds like you consider comedy like artists.
An art?
Yeah.
I totally do.
Yeah, some people.
Because not many could do it. Not many could do it.
I agree.
Not many could do it. Not many are built for it.
Yeah.
Not many could have that release factor that you need for comedy. That's why when we're doing comedy, there's one of us on stage and there's more watching because they don't have the thing, the heart, or whatever it is that it takes to do what we do.
Yeah.
Talk to strangers like they're your friends. Yeah, that's a skill.
Yeah.
And we hone it. We hone it and we work at it and we make it work.
Yeah.
And those guys don't work at that. So I think it's an art. It's an art that's needed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as old as time. You had jesters for kings and queens. You had jesters.
Yeah.
You gotta have that humor.
Yeah.
In life, you gotta have it. Even if you have tragedy, you gotta have humor too. It goes back as old as time.
Yeah.
That people needed their emotions you know, control or work with their emotions, make them feel you know, the peak of the excitement or like the different emotions, you
Yeah.
know, or the bottom of despair, or,
Yeah.
you know, and then funny and all those other comes in. So
And comedy allows us to feel those emotions.
yeah. If you think about it, comedy's involved in all that. I mean, stand-up comedy, as we partly do, but I just say the core of comedy of saying something funny, doing a funny reaction, a funny reply. That's the comedy I'm talking about. Like people like need and have needed since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
They gravitate to because it's things that are relatable. It's things that like wow, I thought my life was terrible, but after hearing your terrible life in a funny way, I feel a lot better about my life.
Right.
You know, and that's our jobs. You know, like yeah, life is fucked up, but you could still find funny humor in it.
Nice.
To keep it going.
Like hope.
Yeah, keep hope alive. Don't waste yourself. Don't out yourself because you're like my life is so bad. No, somebody's been through it. Go listen to this guy and what funny things he did to combat that. Going to jail, losing this, losing that. Because we're just people, like all people, and we're trying to connect to our people through our experiences. So that's our job as comedians.
Man, that's the best take. That's the best take.
Thank you. That's because it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. It's just, I can't say it enough. It's something that people need, and we're the chosen ones to do it. And that's why I appreciate the hell out of comedy and comedian. I support them. Anything I can do for a comedian, let's do it.
Over the years, have you, because you've been in the comedy game and seen a lot of people, is mental health been kind of an issue with all the comedians that you've seen?
Well, because they come from, dire situations.
Yeah.
And growing up, because the aforementioned families.
Yeah.
And whatever's going on behind closed doors that molds people and makes them who they are. You don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? Not every parent is a good parent. You know what I mean? And situations just lead you to it. The situation of life leads you to it. Like, I want to talk about this. It makes me feel good to express my bad news. You know what I mean? Because people relate to it. Everyone relates to like tragedies and because remember, comedy is tragedy with time. You know? So when you get the tragedy and then you can turn it into humor, people really love that because it's like, wow, you overcame, and now you got this great story that makes me laugh off of your life tragedy. Yeah, and that's why comedians get the big bucks because that's the job on his own to be able to like release that things that could potentially be traumatic for you. And but the mental health, so I think that's a part of it too. We're smart people up, but like we also got to be that some mental health issues are also a part of it. Because we're not viewed as normal. We're viewed as like society's like cuckoos. You know what I mean? So we put things together that sometimes should not be put together. But that's what we got to do. We have the voices, comedians. I mean, they're trying to like shut us down in the sense they don't want us to like say everything. It's such a PC culture, but that's our job to let people know what we're thinking because we represent them.
What do you
their
think
realities.
What do you think about the PC culture? Because I feel like you're
the PC culture.
Do you think it's too political
or? The PC culture, I'm torn about it because I'm all for like the kids not getting damaged for the aforementioned future mental issues, you know. But I also think like, man, freedom of expression, like it's so big because that's what people want. People want to be able to speak their minds, give their opinions on issues, politics or not. So PC is tough. It's tough,
It's really bad here in LA. I
Yeah.
think I prefer the New York culture.
Yeah. That's what it is. Like, I'm new to the one here, so I'm still like, the New York one is the only one that I know.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure it's tough everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see.
is this continuous or?
Oh, we are about to wrap it up soon, but
No, I mean, like, is it continuous or you just recorded like one shot, like, or you edit
yeah,
it?
this is it.
You edit it?
Nah.
No.
But for the trailer, I just pick out our best parts.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm gonna pick out the parts where you talk about
Uh-huh.
like comedy, tragedy.
Yeah.
I put that in the beginning, but
Oh.
then everything else is just.
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're the expert.
I'm not. You're the expert.
Oh, I mean, in podcast, I've never had a podcast.
Oh, sorry to hear about the crew. Somebody dying. Yeah.
That part?
Yeah, sorry to hear about that. Sorry. But it sounds like you had a whole crew, which was impressive. That's why
Well, it's a crew of people because like influencers work together because
Yeah.
it's a small community. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
comedians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you work with this guy. You
Yeah.
did this guy show. You did that, you know. It's kind of like that. And with that, you have like co-producers or people that help you put things together.
Yeah.
Just as simple as holding a camera.
Yeah.
And those are things that you need for what we do. That person that's gonna hold it down.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, last night, one of our crew members, she such a freak accident, man. She went down to this is in New York. She went down to the L train station to relieve herself. You know, she had to go to the bathroom, and I guess she went down to the area where yeah, she went past like the do not enter, and I guess she was trying to piss right. Oh. And the train came and just dragged her.
What's her name?
Well, her family's still kind of like going through this, so I just know her.
Yeah.
I don't want to put her government out there until her family's notified.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, but her Instagram is EXO. Rest in peace, EXO. We love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that had to happen to you. Such a sweet person. I just kissed her goodbye a day ago.
Oh man.
I told her if I get this back, I'm coming back for you and Spidey. And I love you guys. It's so well. Safe trip. She was just a sweetheart. She didn't deserve that. There's so many dirtbag people that deserve to be dead in this world. I could assure you she did not deserve at 24 years old not to be with us.
Really young.
Really young. So, rest in peace to her. I'm doing a documentary where I intend to like put a dedication to her.
Nice.
Because I don't know what else to do.
Are you religious?
Huh?
Are you religious?
Religious?
Do you believe in like afterlife?
Yeah, I
Nice.
hope I'll get to see her. I hope to get to see her. And, man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope. Because it's so weird. Because me and King Spider, we're daredevils. We do things in those subways that would not the common person would not do.
Oh, right.
You know, we risk our lives
Yeah.
to do it. And here's this person that just films us. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just weird.
It is weird.
Yeah. I just hope.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I hope we didn't make her so comfortable with it that she was like, I could.
No, it wasn't your fault.
Just rest in peace, darling. That's a horrible, horrible way to go. But yeah, so that's been tough. It's just happened. That's why believe it or not, I appreciate just coming to talk because
Thanks.
I wanted to pay homage to her.
Oh yeah.
And
Did it just happen like last week?
happy yesterday.
Oh shit! And you just flew back yesterday, right?
I just flew back
Oh, man.
yesterday.
Yeah, this is all very recent.
Very
Sorry
recent.
to ask you.
That's why it got me like
Oh yeah.
kind of like bugging because it's like it just happened. I keep I'm in touch with the guy that's with King Spider. He's devastated.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be there for him because if I'm hurting for this, I can imagine him because that was his ride or die.
Yeah.
That was his right hand man. That was everything. So I hope he gets therapy to help him through this.
Yeah.
This because I'm sure he probably feels a little bit guilty that we all feel guilty somehow because a young lady like that should not be no longer with us.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you for letting me talk about her and just hopefully, please get bathrooms for the ladies. They gotta get bathrooms in those subways so women don't have to resort to things like that. She just wanted to relieve herself, just take a piss.
I know.
And she loses her life. They need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, she shouldn't be dead. She shouldn't be dead.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be dead. Just saw her. But
how long did you work together?
like 5 years.
Oh shit. She was
She's
really young.
been the camera guy. She's been sorry to say camera guy. She's been a camera person for us for everything that we've done together. And that goes at least back 4 years, at least.
Dang.
I say 5 because I feel she's been there since day one, and I think she has been there since day one.
Yeah.
So easy, 5 years, yes.
That's a long time.
Yes. Poor thing. They can't even do an open casket because she just got destroyed. Her body was crushed out there. Poor thing. I'm old. I was ready to die, I'll do this shit. If I die, it's fine. I'll leave a little bit of a legacy. But to someone that young, so giving, so nice. Oh, God. Sorry. I wasn't here to do this, man.
No worries.
Just thinking of her hurts me.
Yeah. What was her name? EXO, right?
EXO. That's short for exotic.
Ah.
It's the Instagram.
Yeah.
EXO, But yeah, man. Yeah. So I just hope she.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Hopefully I'll see her again. I'm sorry, really. I'm sorry. That 24-year-old girl like that, so sweet, should not be. Why God took her from us?
You believe in God?
Huh?
You believe in God?
I believe in a higher power, yeah.
Nice, me too.
Yeah. And God, I've been praying to Him for a long time.
Yeah.
Trash.
I think we can wrap it up. But if you if I can send this video to you in 5 years, if you can just send an encouraging message to yourself in 2030, what would you say to yourself?
Encouraging video?
Sorry, this is not the right timing.
It's not good.
Sorry.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Hopefully, alive.
Yeah.
And not see my friends die and suffer anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of suffering that goes in this business that we don't know about. And I've seen it, and I just hope my friends and people survive it.
Yep.
That's it. Just
Suffering isn't
what?
Suffering isn't
Suffering?
in the business.
Yeah, suffering with addiction, suffering with mental health, suffering with all these things that I know is killing them inside and makes them have suicidal thoughts.
Oh yeah,
it makes them.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. That's why I'm a realist. It's just, I just have love for everyone, and I just